Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I am going to be showing you how to sharpen a knife. I have a dagger.
Is a dagger. It's a weapon.
This dagger is sharp on both ends. It's not sharp, but it's not dull, if you know what I mean. Most people keep their knives about this level. Not sharp and not blunt. Right now, I mean, it could cut me if I put pressure down. I have a whetstone, and I have this steel sharpening rod. This is an antique one, forged in Sheffield, England. I found this in an antique store. You can find them at different antique stores, or you can buy them online. Victorinox has the best ones, or the antique ones like this. Get yourself a whetstone, preferably one of these with 3 different stones on mine. I got mine at Western Drug in Springerville, Arizona. Your knife is blunt. You want to start on the coarsest side you have. But if it's not blunt and it's just a little dull, start on the next one down. This is like 400 grit, I believe, right here. Water. This is meant for oil, but I use water on mine because I just prefer it. It's easier to clean, in my opinion. Just a little bit of water. What the water is there for is to give it a little bit of friction. Basically, it speeds up the sharpening process and it doesn't destroy your stones as fast. I have 2 quarters. Stack them up. Lay your knife flat down on the quarters and angle it until it's touching. That's your angle you want to start at. I'm practiced at this. Now just keep that angle all the way down. Again, all the way down. Just keep doing this. Now remember, sharpening with a whetstone takes a lot of practice. I have many years of practice on sharpening a whetstone. It helps me if I take my thumb and place it on the other end of the knife to keep your knife from going this way or this way. Just a little bit of pressure is all it needs. Nothing major, just a little bit of pressure. If your sanding lines are closer to the edge of the blade right here, that means you have too steep of an angle. If your sanding lines are back here, closer to this spot, then that means you have too shallow of an angle. You want the sanding lines just directly in the center of the edge right there. And 2 quarters, stack them up, angle your blade till it touches, and pull it across. Do that multiple times. I have lots of practice here, so I can go kind of fast. But if you're a beginner, please go slow, otherwise you can scratch up the finish on your knives. Now, do that with both ends. Now, the angle doesn't have to be 100% perfect, but if you want it razor sharp where you can shave with it out in the woods, it does have to be kind of perfect. But if, like this right here, is just a simple EDC knife, or self-defense blade, it's what a lot of people like to call it. It just needs to be sharp. It needs to be sharp enough to slice through cardboard, or slice through rope, or slice through a seat belt if you have to. Just needs to be sharp enough to do that. Now that you have what they call a burr, it's a little flake of metal on the very edge of this blade right here. You can kind of see it. You'll kind of wiggle back and forth if you touch it. Sharpening rod. Same exact thing. Lay it down, find your angle, drag it across. Let me see if I can find an angle to do this here. Lay it down, angle it, drag it across. Flat, angle, drag it across. You see chefs on TV shows doing this a lot, like really fast, like you don't want to do that if you're a beginner. Lay it down, just drag it across real slow. Nothing too fast, nothing too major. What this is doing is getting rid of that burr and basically polishing the edge of your blade, making all those tiny little scratches disappear. That is how I sharpen my knives, and I keep them sharp. And to prove that, I will test it on a piece of paper here. Let's see. Did I do a good job or not? Let's see. I think that's a pretty good job. What do you guys think? Now, here's the real test. Arm hair. Yep, it's popping hairs. There we go. So, razor sharp, and if you get good at it, you can do it in just maybe 2 minutes. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.